Good morning, guys. This is a rare treat for you. I've gone live on YouTube, which I don't do very often, but I thought it would probably make more sense doing this as opposed to actually filming a proper video. The reason being is when I do a video, it takes a lot of time, a lot of editing, and well, no one really watches it. So I thought I'd go live a bit more, give it a bit more of a casual feeling, and obviously it's live, so you can see the action as it unfolds. Anyway, you don't want to see my face anymore, so let me turn you around. So I'm at Denbies wine estate because this is the this is why I don't go live. The LLF card launch. So Living Life Fast, Ricky, the guy behind the YouTube channel, he has launched a new card. It's like a membership card. It's £1.99 a month, and it gives you discounts of car products, of any products really, and services. And this car meet is really to celebrate that. So a bit noisy. I've got my clip-on microphone on, so hopefully you can hear me. Now this will be kind of, well, this will be quite a casual walk around the cars. Guys, if there's any particular cars you'd like to see in more detail, please do let me know. I'll tell you what, let me start at, well, the start, that might make sense. The event started at 10, but there's still cars coming in thick and fast. So let me start right around here, and as you will see in a few moments, if you can still hear me, there is a pretty tasty car to kick things off. So let me move through the crowd. Now you've probably just spotted it. There we are, a Ferrari Enzo. It just came in so casually. Just, yeah, I'm a Ferrari Enzo, and what? But yeah, that's probably the rarest and most expensive car here, without any shadow of a doubt. Got a bit of German performance beside it, but yeah. And this is what I love about car meets. Where else would you have a Ferrari Enzo next to an AMG, next to an EP3 Honda Civic Type R? It just doesn't happen, does it? But yeah. Now, I must admit, I'm not the biggest Ferrari fan, but I can fully appreciate the Enzo, especially seeing one in the metal. Just a fantastic machine. I'll tell you what, if I can, as you can imagine, it is getting quite a lot of attention. I will show you around the car. Got race harnesses in there, full race spec. Let's give you a quick look at the engine bay. Look at that, absolutely fantastic. Ferrari engineering at its best. Right, let's move on, shall we? As much as I could spend all day with that end. But yes, there are lots of cars here, mostly German. Not that that's a bad thing. I've got nothing against German cars whatsoever. This Bath is pretty interesting. Now, a part of me wants to hate this, and don't, you know, if the owner is watching this, or if he or she is in earshot, don't take it offensively. A part of me wants to go, what on earth is that? But I actually quite like it. Yes, it is quite garish, it is quite in your face, but I like it. It's unique, it's individual. And that's what car culture is all about, making a car yours. If you all like the same cars and the same kind of design, the world would be a very boring place. So yeah, there is a diverse mix of cars here. Joe Achilles, you've got his car here, he's floating about somewhere. His M2 is here, looking very nice indeed. He's got the AC Schnitzer alloys, and at the back you will see he has a Remus exhaust. There we are. It's a really annoying habit of mine I've found lately. I keep saying there we are or there we go, and if it annoys you guys, I do apologise, because it does annoy me. It's a habit I'm trying to get out of the habit off. Got a Golf R, looking very nice, although there are quite a few Golf Rs here, if I'm going to be honest. Ricky, the main man, you've got his car, his M4. Let's have a quick look. Looking very mean, a very stealthy spec, and this car is crazy fast. So it may look relatively standard, but believe me, underneath it isn't. Nissan GTR. There's a few GTRs here actually, which surprises me. Let's come around. There we are, just walk straight through people. Ferrari 360. I think this might be a Challenge Stradale, if I'm not mistaken. If we go to the back, you'll see it has got the Challenge Stradale grille. I think that might be the Challenge Stradale exhaust as well, but I'm not too sure. Classic Evo. Don't see many Evos. You see lots of Scoobies, but not many Evos. And I actually kind of prefer Evos for that reason. You see less of them. Down here, you've got Calvin's car from Calvin's Car Diary. He's got a heavily modified Golf R. As you will see from the outside. Oh, I've just realised. So I've already done a live video on Instagram, but when I walked past this Leon earlier, I didn't realise it's actually got the new Cupra badge on it. So for those of you that don't know, I don't want to bore you, but Seat used to use the moniker Cupra for its fast cars. However, Cupra has now become its own standalone brand. So you've got the Cupra Ateca, which I drove a few weeks ago, and that is the new Cupra badge. So although this is a Seat Leon Cupra, they've put the Cupra badge on there. I imagine a lot of you didn't really care about that, but never mind. I like the spec on this M2. It's quite bold, but I do like it. I really like the alloys as well. This is a really nice spec. I quite like the gold calipers as well. I imagine to some they probably think this is a bit over the top, but I quite like it. It's kind of, it's garish enough, but it's not vulgar in my opinion. Golf GTI Mark 6, another Seat, blacked out. It's quite nice. A Mustang, a proper Mustang, a 5-litre V8. None of this EcoBooster nonsense. I did try to get an EcoBoost Mustang to review, but believe it or not, Ford doesn't have one on their fleet, which I find quite surprising. Very bold M3.
Trust me.
And let's have a look at Calvin's car. So as I said a few moments ago, from the outside, it looks pretty much standard. In fact, I don't think Calvin's done anything to the outside apart from put that that number plate on, which yes, it's a good conversation starter, I suppose. But underneath that is running a lot of power. I think it's around 700 horsepower. I may be wrong, but yeah, it is very powerful indeed. Oh, there's Patsy, my wife. Give us a wave. Is there?
I think so, from a distance. It's in the visitors bit. If you could come around, you'll see it.
Well, I'd be able to see it. My viewers won't, because I'm a...
Just above the BMW, next to the white TT, you've got 205 GTI.
Oh, that does funny things to my trousers. Right.
So do I.
Moving on. So let's move on to the next line. This will be quite a long video, guys, so you may want to grab a cup of tea, because there is a lot of cars here, and since I did my live video on Instagram, even more cars have arrived. So there will be some cars I'll pass quite quickly, so if you do want to see any, please do let me know. Let me just check the comment section actually, because I'm probably missing comments here. Live chat. Let's see. Only one comment so far. Yo to you too. So yes, let me just right. Bear with me just a few moments. No, I don't want to stop streaming. There we are. I've never done YouTube live on my phone, so I'm learning as I go along, although it's pretty self-explanatory. Another Golf R, another Golf R. Golf Rs are quite they are well represented at this event, to say the least. Quite like the spec on this Abarth. I must admit, I don't really like yellow, but the let's come around here. The yellow contrasts the grey quite nicely. I've just realised I've lost Patsy. Where she disappeared. Talking of grey, of course, you've got a Nardo grey RS6, a Renault Megane RS. I'd love to have a go in a Renault Megane RS. I've never actually. Oh, there's another one. In fact, I don't think that was there earlier. I could have sworn that wasn't here earlier. But yes, got the two Megane RSs. The one on the right is the newer one, of course. Tell by the number plates and obviously by the design. Another GTR. So yes, there are a lot of cars here, so this will be a little bit of a whistle-stop tour. But like I say, if you want to see Bear with me, I'm just trying to get my messages to come up. There we are. Oh, said I lost connection. Right, okay. Bear with me, because I'm trying to get my messages to pop up, but they're not popping up quite correctly. So if I'm missing some of your comments, I do apologise, guys. Right, let me fight through this crowd. Apologies for the language there. Obviously, I can't control what other people say. So yes, if you hear any foul language, obviously that is out of my control, but I do apologise for it. Golf R32, a Mark IV. You don't see the Mark IVs that often. Well, in fact, you don't really see many R32s. So you saw the Golf Rs earlier down there. Now this is the R's predecessor. So this is when Volkswagen dumped a 3.2 litre V6 into the body of a Golf, and it also had four-wheel drive. But following emissions and obviously efficiency, the V6 litre was dropped for the Mark 6, and you saw the Mark 6 Golf R down there. That hasn't got a V6 anymore. It's still got four-wheel drive, but it's got the more powerful 2-litre turbocharged engine. Talking of hot hatches, Peugeot 308 GTI, a car I think is quite underrated. Would I buy one? Don't know, but that's a topic for another day. So guys, if you do happen to be in the Dorking area and you are at a loose end, feel free to come down. The event is free, you don't have to pay for it. And there is plenty of cars here. So many, I don't think I'm really going to have time to show you. Well, I've got time, but I imagine after a while you'll probably get bored of hearing my voice, which I do appreciate. This might be the only yellow car I like. It is of course Renault Sport's liquid yellow, used for their Renault Sport models, the fast models. Personally, I wouldn't have that clear RS. The automatic gearbox isn't that fantastic. Renault really shot themselves in the foot by only offering that car with an automatic and not offering a manual. So yes. Hi mate, thanks for being live. Are you Calvin's brother? No, I'm not. But if I had Calvin, bear with me. So let me pop round. Whew. I don't think he's ever going to stop. Yeah, I don't think he's going to get bored anytime soon. Oh, encore, encore. Right, let's move on before my eardrums perforate. But as you can see, it's drawn quite a crowd. If you ever want to draw men to one place, just get a loud exhaust. Right, let me slither my way through the crowd. As I was saying, no, I'm not Calvin's brother, but if I did have Calvin, why do I keep calling him Calvin? If I did have Calvin as a brother, I wouldn't complain, because he gets some pretty cool cars. He did have an FD2, but I believe that has been sold. If you're wondering, what on earth is an FD2? It's a type of Civic Type R which was never sold in the UK. It was only made for the Japanese market. Well, I say only for the Japanese market. I think it may have reached America or Australia, but I may be wrong in that respect. But what I'm getting at is the FD2 Civic Type R was never sold in the UK, and they are as rare as hen's teeth in this country. Talking about Type Rs, well, I say Type R, I think this is a standard Civic that's been made to look like a Type R. I may be wrong, so if the owner is watching, don't shoot me. Okay, love the Golf Type R you bought off the old. Yeah, that Golf is somewhere over there. But yeah, this Civic, I think it's been made to look like a Type R, but I don't think it actually is. I'm not saying that is a bad thing. I'm just I'm just speaking honestly. It's still a cool car nonetheless. Can't believe I've already been live for 15 minutes. I've probably bored you lot to death by now. Mind you, about 10 minutes of that was that exhaust. Oh, now here's a good car. I wonder who it belongs to. Oh yeah, it's my car. Yeah, I believe I'm the only person here with a Mazda MX-5, so representing the MX-5 crew. She's not that clean, but she's not like, she's not outrageously dirty. But yes, I've got my very own MX-5 here, and in fact, if I unzip my t-shirt, you might be able to see, I've even got a themed t-shirt. They say money can't buy happiness, but I've never seen a sad person driving a Mazda MX-5. I didn't read it very well. I was having to read it back to front. But yeah, I do have an MX-5 themed t-shirt on. But anyway, you don't want to see my face. Let's turn you guys around. But yes, got my trusty MX-5 here. Bit streaky bonnet. Ooh, never mind. Let's move on. Now, talking of Mazdas with pop-up headlights, oh, we've got an RX-7 here. I would love to drive an RX-7. In case you don't know, this has got a rotary engine. So it is the predecessor to the RX-8. I do prefer RX-7s with a spoiler. This one doesn't have one, but of course that's personal preference. But even so, the RX-7 is a really cool car. And sadly, we don't see it, well, in my opinion, we don't see enough of them on the UK roads. But I suppose when you do see an RX-7, it is an occasion. Another Type R, this is the FN2. So going back to what I was talking about earlier, so the same time we in Britain got the FN2, Japan got the FD2. It was a better car than this one, to be frank. So yeah, it was kind of sad that we never got the FD2. We were kind of stuck with the FN2. That's, you know, there are fans of the FN2. You know, I've just walked past two. I've not driven one myself, but they are known to be kind of the black sheep of the Civic Type R family. Oh, look. It's only a Ford Escort RS Cosworth. A supremely tidy looking example. It looks as if it just rolled off the production line. That is fantastic. Now, there's lots of cars here I'd love to have a drive in, but this will go probably to the top of my list, if not close to it. This car is iconic. But you don't see many because a lot of them have been written off, or they've rusted away, or they've been broken up for parts. You know, when will you ever see a production car with a spoiler as crazy as that? Yes, I know the FK8 Type R's got quite a crazy spoiler, but it's nowhere near that. Just look at it. You will never see a car like that again. You just won't. Now, there was a... Oh, it's still here. I want to quickly, whilst we're on the topic of fast Fords, got a Mark II Focus RS. Good morning, Andy. Andy, thank you for joining me. I got a Mark II Focus RS, again, a car I would love to drive. I personally wouldn't have it in the white, but if someone said to me, here, Aaron, have a Ford Focus RS, I wouldn't complain. So it could be, you know, bright pink, and I probably wouldn't care. This one, as you can see, has been tuned by Mount Tune. Got the big exhaust at the back, which you can't really see because it is quite dark. There we are, a little bit better. Let me just get past that lady who was filming. So I'm going to speed things up a little bit. Get my power walk on. So yes, if there's any cars that you want to see, oh, hello, Lambo doors. Not too sure what to think of that. I do like Lambo doors, but yeah, only on the right kind of cars. Another Mark II Focus RS, that wasn't here earlier. Yeah, so we'll speed things up just so I can kind of show you all of the cars. But yeah, if there's one you want to look at, just go stop, and I shall stop. The spec on this M4 is quite interesting. The purple is really nice, and I do quite like the alloy. Some may think it's a bit garish and a bit ostentatious, but I do quite like it. Let me just get past this gentleman. Don't want to getting the way of his photos. He doesn't want to photograph me. I know that for certain. Another Golf R, common as muck. I do like Golf Rs. I'm only joking, but yeah, they are very well represented here. Oh look, there's another Golf R. Who'd have thought it? Another GTR. There's quite a few GTRs here actually, which surprises me. Ah, now this I want to draw your attention to. I must admit, I'm not too sure what it is, but it's simply epic. So it doesn't really matter what it is, in my opinion. It's got the John Player Special livery, and this car's just fantastic. Let me just step back. A chap's trying to take a photo of it, and plus you can appreciate it in all of its wonder. But what I love about these kind of cars is you can see pretty much all of the inner workings. That is fantastic. You can see the engine and everything. And this must be quite an interesting car to drive for sure. Hopefully it stays dry for the owner, because it is forecast to rain a little bit later. So fingers crossed for him or her, it will remain dry. I imagine on wet tarmac that's probably yeah, a bit of a handful. Another purple BMW, this time an M3, an E36 M3. Is that a convertible? Yes, it is. Very nice indeed. I think I've just missed a comment. Is TR Hamza down? In all honesty, I don't know. I must admit, I don't know what his car looks like. He's not someone that I actively follow. Not because I don't want to. It's just because you know, I don't really get a lot of time to check out other people's content. I'm just so busy doing me that yeah, I don't really get a lot of time to check out other YouTubers. But yeah, picking up the pace a little bit. Just realised I went straight past that Skyline earlier as well. The R32, R33. Got another Skyline here. You passed it, a grey Golf GTI. Okay, Dazza, would you like me to go back? I don't mind walking back, Dazza. If you want me to go back and have a look at it, I'm more than welcome to do so. But I do want to have a quick look at this. A bit of proper JDM action. Oh, I just love the shape of it. Oh, it looks fantastic. Oh, very nice. Right, come on, let me hunt down this Golf GTI. I'm guessing it was the one that had been slammed a bit. Right, let's get my power walk on. I'm essentially marching right now. I do walk quite fast. Right, just tell me when to stop when you see it. So I'm looking for a grey Golf GTI. Okie dokie. When did I pass it? Did I even pass it? Oh, hang on, is it this one down here? Have you met Ricky from LLF yet? I can never say it quickly. LLF yet? Yes, I have. Lovely guy. You've seen the grey Abarth? Yes, the grey Abarth is somewhere. I have seen it. Right, Dazza. Do you mean this Golf GTI? Is this one you're talking about? Yeah, is it this one? Well, just in case it is, I'm going to have a look around it anyway. Oh, near the white Focus RS. It's got to be this one then. There we are, close look around this. Ooh, pink Porsche brake calipers. Okay, interesting. Oh wow, I love that interior though, which you can't really see. That's a pity. The interior is really nice, but you can't really get to see it properly. Oh, so after all that, Dazza? Oh, for God's sake. After all that, it's not even his car. I'm only kidding. I think sometimes my humour can be taken in the wrong way. I can be quite dry with my humour. Right, let's get back to where we were. Actually, let's just go back down here. Another GTR. They are being, if anything, I think GTRs are more common at this event than Golf GTRs. I'm behind you. That's a very, very serious threat. Make yourself known. Oh, VXR Nürburgring. You do not see those very often. And we've got an M5. Oh, yeah, steady on, mate. You're quite near van. Oh, just kidding. Another RS. Oh, ooh, this looks mean. Got the blacked out logo. Oh, that's really nice. RS5, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, it says it right there. An RS5. I've seen a few RS5s, but believe it or not, this is the first one I've seen in Nardo Grey, which is quite weird because Nardo Grey is a very popular Audi colour. Now I'm going to break away from this for a few moments because I want to have a look at this. As I'm sure you know, guys, or you really ought to know, I flipping love a hot hatch. Oh, look at that race spec. Oh, or even maybe rally spec. Hang on a minute. It's no roll cage. Oh, that's interesting. So stripped out interior, race seats, no roll cage. Maybe that's the next job to do, but that's quite surprising. But yeah, 205 GTI. I've been lucky enough to drive one of these, not once but twice. Epic car. If you ever get the chance to drive a 205 GTI, take it. There's not many left. Like most classic cars, they've been written off or they've rusted away. And to buy a 205 GTI, yeah, if you want a good example, you're going to be paying a fair amount of money. I think one sold for a while back for, I think it was £28,000. Granted, that was near, you know, that was pretty much immaculate. Oh look, another Golf R. Fancy seeing a Golf R here. They're such rare cars. I'm really sorry. I don't mean to hate on the Golf R, because I do like the Golf R. They're just quite common. Unlike these, the VXR Nürburgrings. I'm trying to think how many of these were made. I want to say 530 something. I may be wrong, but there weren't many. So these are rare cars. Blimey, I've been going for 27 minutes, well, almost 28 minutes. I imagine a lot of you have probably, been bored to death. Now these are part of the show, but not part of the show, because you had to get a show pass in order to have your car on show. I'm quite surprised that these people didn't get a show pass, because I actually applied for one about an hour before the event, and I got one. So that's why my car's over there as opposed to over here. Even though I'd argue some cars here are definitely more special than my car. You know, you've got a S14, if I'm not mistaken. No, hang on. Is it Nissan Silvia? No, hang on. Yeah, it is a Nissan Silvia, but which chassis is it? An S14 or an S30? No, it's an S14. I'm sure it is. I'm pretty confident on that one. Just have a quick walk around here. Obviously, some of the cars down here aren't quite as amazing. Well, I say that, you've got the Silvia there and the iconic 205 GTI there. But you've still got some tasty cars down here. Well, for starters, you've got an Audi R8 just there. Have a look at that in a few moments. And I think I'll shut up for a few moments. You've got an Abarth there. There we go. Just check my comments. Okay. That's one way to get a good view, I suppose. The blue on that R8, very nice indeed. And what I love about the R8 is you get to see the engine. Look at that, a great big whacking V10. Ooh, a Z4. Now, I don't really like the soft top Z4s of this generation because, well, I don't think they're particularly good looking, but the coupes, yes, the coupes, they are rather nice. Civic Type R, EP3. Oh, this is an old Volkswagen Golf, Polo, Rabbit even. Wow, that is yeah, that's a very, very interesting car. Got a massive, great big Ford Lightning there. Another Golf R in the background. They may as well have just made this a Golf R, mate. Oh, hello. Ooh. Mark 1 Leon Cupra R. Ah, I recognise this car. So, guys, if you follow Exhausted, if you follow his YouTube channel, this very car has featured on his channel. So yeah, I really like the just make sure I'm. Oh, the Focus RS is leaving. No, don't go. Come back. Come back. No, don't go. But yeah, I really like the Mark 1 Leon because I really like its kind of square stance. It looks really aggressive and it just looks kind of low and fat. I do quite like it. It is quite a heavy car though. Now you heard it here first. I was thinking of buying one of those to replace the Ibiza. I've kind of gone off the idea. Now these are very easily tunable. You can get 260 out of one of these quite easily, but they are quite heavy cars. To give you some idea, they're actually heavier than the Mark II Focus ST, and that isn't a light car to begin with. So yeah, the fact that that car's even heavier did kind of put me off. Now I could get one of these, but no, I don't really want a French car. But anyway, enough talking about what's going to replace my Ibiza, because I know what I'm like. I'm going to let slip what it will be. Polo GT. Oh, that's actually quite a nice car. Another EP3. That is the facelift. Yep, that's the facelift. Not a Premier Edition, but still a pretty cool car. I've seen that car before. I think that car has featured on Mr. JWW channels a few times. i30N. Now those are good cars. I wouldn't have one over a Civic Type R, but over a Golf GTI, probably, yes. Some cars have started to leave. We've got quad bikes coming in. There we are. I must admit, that does look like a lot of fun. Right, oh, there goes the RS5. So I'm probably going to wrap up soon. Oh my god, that RS sounds good. RS3. Oh, there's Joe. Oh, hey, don't try that. I'm live again. I'm live on YouTube this time, not Instagram.
Chris Bowen from Grumble.
Oh, hello.
Hello, Chris Bowen from Grumble.
Nice to meet you. I'll have to shake you with my left hand, bit cat-handed.
Right, you do.
Yeah, I'm live on YouTube, so tell everyone about your channel, because I must admit, it shames me to say I don't know much about you or your channel, so please tell.
Motorbiker. Well,
You're a motorbiker, right? I've got no interest from. No, I'm only kidding. I'm only kidding. So.
Bikes and stuff. This channel, check it out. 44 teeth.
Are you stripping him?
Wow. I noticed your nipple was quite hard when I. that's just man move.
Yeah. So tell us more about your channel. Now, when it comes to motorbikes, I'm a bit of a philistine, but I'm sure there are people on my channel that are interested in bikes. So quickly tell us.
Yeah. So I ride bikes on YouTube. He's selling himself. Yeah.
That's a really thorough description.
So 44 teeth. That's more of like a slightly more professional, journalistic, but funny.
Comment. Yeah.
We'd buy like shitty old bikes for 500 quid and then ride them to the Austrian Alps to go skiing and shit like that.
That must be quite interesting.
Yeah, painful, hard work.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier in a car, I can tell you that. Yeah.
Well, yeah. And obviously, if you have a prang in a car, your chances of survival are quite higher.
Yeah, much.
But yeah, tell us your social media bits and your YouTube channel name.
Okay, well, Baron Von Grumble is my personal YouTube channel.
Perfect.
And 44 Teeth is the professional YouTube channel, and likewise on the same on Instagram. It's Facebook shit, it's Twitter shit. So.
Yeah, marvellous. Well, lovely to meet you both. Well, lovely to see you again. Obviously we've met many times before. Yeah. But yeah, Joe, I'm sure anybody watching will know about your channel as well, but please feel free to plug yourself.
Just Joe Achilles, spelt like the heel or the god. That's not the first time you plugged yourself, is it?
Hey! And on that note, I shoulder parked. See you later, guys. Nice seeing you both. Oh, I do like Joe. Always a good laugh. Always a good laugh. But look at it. Look, it has. Oh, I've got an MX-5 friend. I'm sorry. Oh, screw the other cars. There we are. I have a playmate. And this looks to be Unos as well. So this is. Oh, fantastic. Another Unos. Fantastic. So I thought I'd be the only MX-5 here, but another one has arrived. And thankfully mine's a little bit cleaner. But yeah, always good seeing MX-5, particularly when it is a Mark 1. And these are fantastic cars. You know, people say, oh, they're hairdresser's cars, well, they've got no power. Yes, the MX-5s aren't fast cars, but they're not slow at the same time. But yeah. Oh, is this your car, good sir?
And you said about hairdresser's car, I'm actually a barber, so hand in hand.
You're not meant to say that. You're meant to, no.
I've been embracing it. This is my fourth one. I've got two at the moment. I've got a Mark 2 and a Mark 1.
What do you prefer? Because I've owned a Mark 2 and a Mark 1, not at the same time, but...
Mark 2 is a better daily. Mark
do you
1
think?
Yeah, 100%. 6-speed gearbox.
Ah, you've got the 6-speed, I had the 5-speed. Can I have a quick look at your engine, please?
Yeah, of course I can.
By the way, you're live on YouTube, by the way, so if you're a bit camera shy, then just let me know. So when you say boosted, have you gone for a turbo or supercharger?
Turbo. Let's go. Don't ask me too much about it. I'm not a compute whiz in it. But
do you know what sort of power it's pushing out roughly?
It's 240.
240, okay, respectable. Because you know, these are good for 250, aren't they? With standard internals.
Yeah. It's still got standard internals inside. Yeah, I should really.
Yeah. There we are. I've got a comment from someone watching. That engine. There we are. You've done well, good sir. You've done well.
Yeah.
So I'm going to hazard a guess. It's a Unos Roadster. It's not a V. It's not a V spec. So it's not got the brown leather interior. It's not an S special. No, it can't be an S special. Is it S special Type 1?
I'm not 100% sure. I know it is.
Because the S special Type 2. Sorry to go all nerdy on you, but so I've got an S special Type 2, which is somewhere over there.
All right.
I don't know why, but Mazda decided to put a green Roadster badge on it.
All right.
So the one of mine's green. That's part of the specification.
Yeah,
I don't know why. It's just that's what they did.
Oh, fair enough.
But yeah, no.
You've gone completely nerdy on me. I don't know that much about.
Yeah, I've gone full kind of boring. You know, you're like Jesus, God, just shut up, man.
No.
Yeah, tell us more about your car. Obviously, 240 brake, which is pretty respectable.
It's good fun. Truthfully, I've only owned it for about 2 months now.
Okay.
I've been eyeing one up for a long time. I saw this advertised. I was like, I need to buy that. But
yeah.
The guy I owned it before, Gary, he had it for about sort of 6 years. He's about sort of 45, 50 years old.
Yeah.
His intentions were to build it, to take it down to France.
Yeah, I've just realised I've got my clip on microphone, so my viewers can't even hear you. So it's gonna look really odd. If I just focus on your car, if you just talk into my microphone, sorry, because my guys probably can't even hear you.
That's right. So I've owned this for about 2 months. The guy I owned it before, he's about sort of 45, 50 years old.
Okay.
He built it just to drive down into France with his wife.
Yeah.
Just have a good time in it. So it's not one of those. It's built just for like 17-year-olds. Just put a turbo on it, and it's just like slapping out loads of power, and it's all uncontrollable. It's got really lovely power delivery. Everything is just smooth as anything. Just nice. It's just a nice car to drive.
Yeah.
That's what I'm keeping it.
Fantastic. So what have you done to it so far? So did he buy it like this, as it is now?
Oh, I've literally bought it as it is.
So you bought it as it is?
Yeah. You know, there's a bit of taste that I don't like. So there's like a few little chrome bits like that.
Yeah.
Mirrors. So I don't know if I like it or not. But definitely the sort of front indicators. I'm going to change them up.
Yeah. Oh, I see. They're just like kind of. Oh,
yeah,
interesting.
Some sort of mesh.
I've never seen that before.
No.
Oh.
So there's a few little things I want to change up like that. But yeah, my intentions are, you know, in about a year's time to put a bit of money into it.
Yeah.
I've got it booked into Scotland Motorsport.
Oh yes, I've heard of them.
Yeah. So they're gonna check all the rust on it, do all the undersealing, and
yeah. Let's have a look at the rust. Let's inspect the rust.
It's not that bad.
Nah, it's not that bad, is it?
The rear seal's been done, but I noticed there was just like a little bit.
Oh yeah.
In there, so stuff like that, you know, a little bit there. Which is a bit. But they're gonna look at it, so.
Yeah, exactly. You know, so my passenger side's fine, but my driver's side rear seal is starting to go. So that'll need to be done this year. The car needs a respray because Granted, it's how old is it? It's 21 this year, and you can tell the paintwork's in relatively good condition considering the age. But
so I don't know if you've seen the bonnet on this. Talking about the paintwork, it's because the heat's sort of cracked up.
Yeah, you can't really see it too well on my camera, but oh yeah, I can now.
Yeah.
Oh wow, yeah.
Again, paintwork. Yeah, it's not brilliant. So I might get this wrapped.
I tell you what though, it kind of gives the car character. It kind of gives it like a light distressed look.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah.
It's been abused, and yeah, God help me.
No, but fantastic, mate. Have you got an Instagram I could follow you on my viewers?
I've got an Instagram called Boosted Barber.
Boosted Barber. What a fantastic name! I love that.
Yeah, it was the Adam, and I bought this, and it's got to be Boosted Barber. So
fantastic.
Boosted Barber, give me a follow.
So are you on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook?
Not Twitter, just Facebook and Instagram.
Marvelous, marvelous. Well, lovely to meet you, my friend. What's your name again, buddy?
Adam.
Adam, I'm Aaron. Nice to meet you.
Lovely job.
So I'm gonna plug myself now. if you want to follow my channel, please do so. It's called Car Obsession. I'm obsessed with cars, hence the name.
Yep.
But yeah, it's fantastic to see a fellow Mark 1 here, because I rather thought I'm going to be the only MX-5 here. But if you want to check out my car, it's kind of where are we? Kind of in that direction. All right. But you won't miss it. It's got gold wheels.
Fair enough. I've only just turned up, so I'll have a look around.
Yeah, it was loads of stuff here. Adam, lovely to meet you. Have a good day, my friend. Well, that was a pleasant surprise seeing another MX-5, because I really thought I would be the only one. Is that the same i30N from over? No, it's not. That's another i30N. In the oh God, I've forgotten. It's just the Performance Blue, I think it's called. I used to know what it was called, but yeah, I personally don't like this blue. It's too light for me. But when you see this colour, you know it's an i30N. So it is a good colour in that respect. But let's come around here. Let's see what's making all this racket, all this noise. Yep, that sounds pretty good. You probably can't even hear me anymore. So let me just move away from the noise. Just a quick one. Charlie Fire Team. I did read your second message, so don't think I disregarded it. First time ever watching your channel, and I'm already addicted. I can't drive yet for 2 years, but I can't wait. First car, going to be a Mark 1 MX-5. Don't even care about insurance. Charlie, you are a legend. Mark 1 Mazda MX-5 for your first car. You are the boss. So thank you so much. Please feel free to subscribe. I never like plugging my own channel. It's always a bit awkward. Good morning, Jamie. Thank you for joining me. I've already been going live for over 43 minutes, so I will be looking to end at some point. However, well, look, 2 Golf Rs. I should really stop with the Golf R comments. Some of you got to absolutely look at them. Look, there's a herd of Golf Rs. Yeah, some of you are probably going to hate me by the end of this, but you get my point. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I think all of the Golf Rs in the country. What? Daz, I don't understand your comment. Anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think this might be all of the Golf Rs in the country, just in one place. Oh, almost dropped my phone. Now, as I said, guys, I do quite like the Golf R. I've got no issue with them, but they are a bit common. The thing is, joking aside, the owner's they're gonna be confused about whose car is who, because a lot of them are in the Lapis Blue. Anyway, enough about the Golfs. And Dazza, I don't quite understand your comment. God knows. If you can elaborate a little bit more or clarify, that'd be great, because I just don't understand your comment. Guys, do you want me to keep going, or are you quite satisfied? Have I kind of satisfied your car obsession, or would you like more? I'm happy to walk around more. I've got no issue with that. I could do this all day. But yeah, I just don't want to bore you guys. Particularly as, you know, it's just me walking around with my mobile phone. Sort of yeah, you know, I appreciate it's not the most engaging or captivating video. There's no fancy effects, and you know, one or two of you may think I'm being a bit lazy to doing a proper video. You should keep going. Well, okay. I've been told to keep going. Here's Patsy.
What? Hello?
What? Who? What? Hello, you alright?
Yeah, apart from I've got...
How many photos have you taken?
Have a guess. Hang on, wait. Have a guess.
Have a guess. 421.
Oh no, I'm not being that excessive. 290.
Oh. 290, okay. I hope we've taken some of Monique.
Oh, have you know? Look. That was the last photo I took, so perfect time.
Save the best for last. Look at that. That's a good photo.
Monique and her Japanese friend.
Yeah. Look at that. Yes, that's actually quite a good photo. It's come out quite well.
Considering I had people walking across me and I timed it pinpoint right.
Yeah.
Have you walked around everywhere?
Pretty much. Where haven't you been?
I'm just walking. I've done little videos here and there, but I'm just walking up and down the aisles now and taking some more photos. And
Okay.
there has been some nice cars going the actual.
I know.
So I'm going to go over there. Was it a 205 GTI?
It is, yeah. What's interesting? It's got race seats, stripped out,
Rally spec.
kind of stripped out interior, no roll cage.
Here's a question for you, and you can ask me the same. Your top 3 cars here.
Oh, okay.
You have to do it, otherwise I'm not buying you a new laptop.
Sorry, for a moment I thought Patsy was about to reveal what my next car will be because we.
No, I'm not that stupid.
Okay, good. Escort RS Cosworth.
Okay, I need to go and see that still. That's parked over that way somewhere.
Yes. Let's over here. It's over here. Come on.
Yeah, come.
So you now join me with Patsy, my wife.
Can I quickly ask you what you think of that? Now the owner's not here.
I kind of like it.
Okay.
Now, Patsy, I've got my clip-on microphone up, so you may need to talk up a bit so my viewers can hear you.
So I have to shove my mouth in your chest.
Excuse me?
I said chest.
Double entendres there. There we are. Just, darling, look how clean it is.
I think that is definitely photo-worthy.
Yes.
And that looks pretty darn spotless. But I bet that only comes out for shows or events.
Probably.
Can you imagine if the owner turned around and goes, no, I daily it to work.
Imagine driving that daily.
Right, I'm just going to get a photo.
There we are. Patsy in full photographer mode.
Now,
Fair. But yeah,
one thing I really love about the Cosworth is the alloys.
yeah,
You don't see those kind of alloys on any other car.
yeah.
And for example, if you literally were sitting on the floor and all you saw was those alloys, you'd know what car it is.
Yeah.
So that's your first one. The other 2 top cars.
Other 2 top cars. Oh man,
Not just in this bit. It can be over in the guest bit as well.
it's difficult because I'm probably going to pick up Mazda RX-7. I reckon the RX-7 would go in there.
Yeah.
Has the RX-7 gone?
No, it's up here, but the BMW next to it was doing its pops and bangs, so I couldn't really get a clean shot of it. Just up here. There you go.
Oh, it's still there. Yeah, it's still there. Third car. Things I really want to pick another hot hatch, but I feel like I should pick something else.
Right, you've lost countdown.
Okay, well, what would you have then?
Enzo.
Yeah, but would you ever drive it?
It's not about what one I'd drive. I mean, the 3 best here that I like. It doesn't mean I'm going to have it.
Oh, I see. I thought you meant what would I own? Oh, I
So,
see.
The Enzo that's up
Yeah.
there.
So that you like the Enzo?
Yep. And I don't know if where's it gone?
Don't know. Where has it gone?
There's a yellow M2 somewhere, I think.
A yellow M2. Are you sure?
I don't know. It's a yellow M BMW, one of them.
There's a yellow M3 knocking
M3,
about. Yeah.
And obviously the Type R is next to Monique. The EP3s that are here. Sorry if anyone owns one on the States. I'm going to be nice, but it's looks like it's got a cheap version of Pimp My Ride.
Oh damn!
There's one which is really nice, and another one looks like they've gone to Halfords and done a body job kit on it.
Oh.
There's some really nice cars here. I would pick the Cosworth, but it's quite an obvious choice. There's loads of BMWs here.
Yeah, there's lots of German performance here.
Actually, one thing I'm going to get your opinion on while you're here. I love that colour.
Well, this Golf R. Let's have a look. Well, this is actually, well, I say it's a Golf R32. It's got the R32 exhaust, but whether it actually is an R32, you don't know. It's been debadged.
It's more of a satin. It's not.
It's a wrap.
Like a wrap.
Yeah, it's a wrap in it. You can tell.
But it's really nice. And
I knew you would like this one.
how did you know?
It's purple.
No, not because it's purple.
Have you seen the purple E30? Sorry, E40. E40.
Right?
Yeah, I can't get words. E46 M3.
No. You can show me in a minute. I just want to get a photo.
All right. What do you think of the alloys in this car?
Monique needs them.
Okay, Patsy said Monique, my MX-5 needs those alloys. I don't think they fit.
Colour goes well though.
Yes, it does. Agreed. I must admit, my arm is starting to ache a little bit. Been doing this for 51 minutes now.
There's quite a few baths here. Did you see that kind of mirror effect of bath?
Joe Arthur, the bloke who had that's Arthur, the bloke who had the Golf R that Calvin bought. That is, it's the legend himself.
Okay.
So let's have it. Oh,
I don't walk down this bit, so it would be good to come. Whoa,
what?
Oh, look at this.
Yes, I know. It's good, isn't it?
What is it?
I don't know, but it's fantastic.
It'll tell you on the.
Thank you, Charlie. I appreciate that.
Let me take a photo. This is pretty.
It's epic, isn't it?
Hairiest dog bollocks going.
Patsy just said this is the hairiest dog bollocks going.
Look at all the mechanisms.
I know you can see right. You can see right into the engine and the suspension and everything. It's fantastic.
That's all carbon fibre on there. That's pretty cool.
Is it? Yeah, but is it real carbon fibre? I'm a bit dubious on that one, but hey, who cares? But have a look at this this M3.
Oh, it's nice. Oh, there is nice.
There's two here. There's one there and there's one over there. I just. Oh, did you? Oh, I think it's really nice.
So yeah, you were saying.
One thing. Where's it gone?
I must say the stabilisation on this is pretty good.
I've got some photos of that, but I am loving. Everyone's in the way, but I'm loving that Audi.
Yeah.
The thing is, I don't mean to sound rude. There's lots of nice BMWs here, but they're all too standard. Nothing wrong with that, but
The thing is, though, yes, I spoke to the owner earlier, a chap called Adam.
Can you move? You should move Monique next to him.
I wouldn't really fit in that. Well, I could fit in that gap, but.
Oh, I like what they've done to the light.
Well, this chap actually bought this car as it is now. It's got a turbocharger. It's running 240 horsepower.
That's quite a unique badge. I've never seen that.
Charlie, this is at Denbies Wine Estate in Dorking. You've literally got Denbies Wine Estate right there. This is in Dorking.
But don't drink and drive.
Yes, don't drink and drive yet, because this is a wine estate. You've got the fantastic views of Box Hill in the background. And believe it or not, guys, but the office I work in is literally like over there. I could walk to my office from here, not that I would on a Sunday, but yeah. So this event,
Keep walking. That's really nice. That deserves a photo.
What this?
Yeah, it's just different.
Yeah.
Again, it's got one in wheels. Nice slight stance in it as well.
Yeah, a little bit of camber on there.
See, there's so many nice cars here, but
what?
there's all these cars are nice in their own way, but there's ones that obviously really just stand out because they're just different.
Yeah, got another EP3 for you there.
Bit standard, but
Well, it is standard. It's,
I like this. I saw this come in, but I didn't know where it parked.
what on God?
It is like a beast.
What on God's green earth is that?
I don't know, but this is all blacked out. I like
I bet that Golf really appreciated that, having loads of mud flicked up at his car. And that was DMO DJ, wasn't it?
That is really menacing.
Yeah,
I quite like what they've done with it.
yeah, but So for guys, for those of you that can remember, I drove the Subaru BRZ last year, which is the sister car to the Toyota GT86. It's a good car, but I don't think I could have one. And what is this?
Cool, that's what it is.
Oh, is this the Toyota?
Yes, this is.
Oh, it's a Toyota Treno. I've probably pronounced it completely wrong. Oh, hang on, gotta get run down by an S4.
I could serve a 3-course meal on that.
Yeah, that's quite an aggressive front splitter.
I really like it though. Am I going to get hit?
No, you shouldn't do. Yeah, there's the other i30N just there.
This is more.
This is quite hot hatchy to a degree, isn't it?
It is. That's nice.
It is, yeah. I like
Loving the
that.
alloys, loving them.
A learner in a Golf GTI. What's going on here?
Has a nice turbo flutter. That's really nice. I know that's standard, but that's.
What that? That's
Yeah.
an F1 team as well. It's got the F1
Yeah,
on
that's
the
a
on the front splitter.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, I'm quite peckish. Right, guys, do you want me to keep going? I've been going for almost an hour now, believe it or not, and yet I still haven't covered all of the cars here. Now I know I've kind of gone past the same cars twice, but still, it gives you some kind of perspective of how large this event is. Yeah, this featured on Exhausted channel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, guys, I think I will wrap up soon, particularly as my right wrist is kind of locked into one place and it's kind of starting to ache. Cue the masturbation jokes.
What bloody hell is that?
What? It's a Brabus, isn't it? I think this may be the Tiny Temper Special Edition. I may be wrong. Yes, it is. Look, this is the Tiny Temper Disturbing London.
Okay, then that's gained some respect back.
Yeah, so this smart car is a collaboration between Smart and Tiny Temper, the rapper, who I'm quite a big fan of. So I shouldn't like this, but I sort of do, but only because it's got links to Tiny Temper. But yeah, it's got the rose gold detailing and anyway. Got the Astra VXR Nürburgring. So yep, see you later, Charlie. Thank you so much for watching and tuning in, and obviously thank you for following me on Instagram. What?
Slow.
Oh, too slow. Yeah.
That's nice though. I'm liking that.
I like the coupes. I don't like the roadsters of that generation, but the coupes look so much better. They just look better proportioned. You know, you've got the long bonnet, and you know, it almost feels like you're sat on the rear axle. I'd imagine, because the driver's seat is so far back, and you've got a long swooping bonnet in front of you. The coupe just looks better, in my opinion. Another EP3 for you there, darling. Pre-facelift.
I prefer the facelift.
Yeah, I think I do, to be honest.
Tangerine Scream ST.
Yeah, you won't lose that in any car park. Well, unless it's in a car park. That's
With
cool.
other tangerines.
Yeah.
You'd have
Yeah.
to put like a red dot on the roof to know it's yours.
Yeah.
Another little bath.
Yep.
Quite nice. I like that. I like.
Oh, there you go. Mine up the way, darling.
You know, I got my hopes up earlier and thought that was an EK9 type car.
I saw it. I thought it was an EK9, but I thought
Here we go.
Yep.
How cool is that?
Yeah. So this is the first time you've seen it, isn't it?
Yeah. So I haven't come this far yet. So.
Right, guys. I think I'm going to wrap up, unless you really want me to continue. But yeah, I wasn't actually planning to go live for this long. So yeah. So it's been pretty much an hour now. So yeah, I'm going to wrap up now. Thank you so much for watching. Give you one last look around. And let me turn you guys around to my beautiful face. I'm only kidding. To my ugly mug, more like. Yeah, thank you so much for joining me. This was quite an impromptu. This was quite an impromptu video, quite sporadic. I thought, oh, I've gone live on Instagram. I'll tell you what, let me go live on YouTube as well. This is more of an experiment, see how many viewers I would get really, but also to show you some amazing, incredible cars. There you are.
315 photos.
315 photos you've
I
taken.
might have to take a week off work to edit them.
So yes, I'm going to end now. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. And until the next time, see you soon. Have a great day, guys.